Come.
All right. For the next POI on our POI tier list, we have the Bend Apartments. It is a tier 3 POI.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so I was about to say I've never done this POI, and damn, does it show? What was that? Okay, remind me never to talk again, because I am terrible at this game. Anyways, as I was saying, tier 3 POI, that was sick as fuck. That's pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. So my assumption is the only entrance, oh, there's a mailbox right here, so if you want to get some free books or something, go there. My assumption is you're supposed to jump through this window, because it's the only open area on the first floor. You can come through to the bathroom, check the toilet, maybe there's a gun in here, not today. Some basic searching. It is an apartment complex, so you know it's not going to rank too high. Computer, leather chair, you know, open that, come up here, you can come up to where he jumped out like a sociopath. And you just keep moving. You know, you're just like probably just zigging your way through each of the apartment complexes. I forgot it's a tier 3. I don't care. It's fine. We'll just use these weapons. But yeah, another bathroom, some med supplies, some canned food, meds right here. And then I think you're supposed to drop down there. I think. I'm scared. That's fine. And then, oh, here it is. And you come over here to the next area that's unlocked. You got a new area. Make some noise, make sure I don't fight some zombies by accident. Mirror right here, more med supplies. So actually a lot of meds already for an apartment complex, I'm surprised. I'm not a huge fan of, oh hi. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they don't have like anything pointing to where you're supposed to go. That's a little aggravating. It's annoying to deal with, but we'll get into that at the end. Then you come up here, hello. You're not dead in one shot, you're a crawler, that should happen. Then you have this door unlocked. So you'll fall back down. That's interesting. Okay, so be careful for traps. Book pile, bathroom again. Unlocked door, little balcony. Ooh, wood that you can walk across. Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot. So you're not supposed to jump down. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me. You're supposed to come over here. Okay, I'm an idiot. We all know this. Anyways, I don't know how she saw me. Anyways, you come over here. Come over here. Come. Okay. I'm a fucking idiot. That's awesome. Toilet. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Not fully built apartment complex. Another area that's not fully built yet. You probably drop down here. Come into here. More shit. More stuff. Open this. And loot. With a bunch of ferals. Oh shit. And there's a cop outside spitting at me. Oh my god. Oh my god. They broke in. Okay. Alright. Is it Horde Night? Huh? I understand it's day 69, but like, it is not Horde Night. What the fuck? Another birds! Stop it! No, what the fuck? What the hell? Frick! Holy shit! This is a tier 3 POI? Huh? Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Holy shit, chill out, boss man. Thank you very much. What the fuck? Okay. I know I'm bad at the game, but like, can we not have zombies do this? Thank you. Okay. Woo! Alright. Now to continue the POI rating. Here's the end loot. What would I rate the Bend apartments overall. Let me just fucking do that. All right. For creativity, I actually would give it, like, probably an A tier. Which is shocking. Apartment complexes normally rank low, and that's because they're kind of the same every fucking time. But this one I like. You kind of zigzag through, so it's not just like clearing each floor, which is kind of annoying sometimes. But you just go through. There's actually multiple ways that you can go. You can either drop down and then go through there, or you can cross the bridge over to here. They have traps, so you can fall through, but you can still get back out from the traps, which is nice. And, you know, a little bit of like a mid-construction place as well, so it's not fully built yet. And you can just come down here where your end loot is. I like that. I think that's pretty unique. I think that's creative for a POI. I like the concept of like not just like going in through one floor and then just slowly making a ring, clearing out every floor. It's annoying. I don't like that. I think it's very boring and very unoriginal now, especially with the amount of apartments that do that. So I like this. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I also like the fact that they had like an event where like they jump out the window to attack you. I think that's pretty sick. I think they should do more of that. I think more POIs should have like surprise like zombies that do that shit. So I like that a lot as well. So overall, I definitely give this like an A tier when it comes to creativity. When it comes to like loot, it is still an apartment complex. There isn't much. There are a few piles here and there though, so I'm not gonna give it like a D. It's probably gonna be like a C. Maybe a really, really, really low B if I was feeling generous, but I'm not. So we're gonna probably do C tier here for this, because there is like 3 or 4 piles, and then there's like a mailbox outside that you can loot, but outside of that, it's just the end loot. And also, you can just reach the end loot by going through here. Like, there's normally a wall here, so you'd have to break it. But besides that, you can just go through there. Pretty easy stuff. So C tier for loot. When it comes to resources, kind of similar in the same vein, probably gonna be like a D tier. Unless you want to break down every oven and fridge. Like, that's really the only thing that here is ovens and fridges that you can break down for resources. So, I mean, I guess if you want to do all that in the TVs, sure, you can get electrical and mechanical parts, maybe some cloth from all the beds. But, I mean, I don't know. I think there are a lot of other places you can go that are, like, more organized, and you don't have to run through an entire building to break down 3 things each room. You know what I mean? There are places where you can find a fuck ton of computers and stuff. So I'd probably give this, like, a D tier for resources. Unless you want to get on the roof and also go for the AC units, which, I mean, you can do. It'd probably raise the oh, there's a box up here. Cool. Probably raise the, rating a little bit if you want to do that as well. But,
Sensors have picked up something.
yeah, oh, I never saw this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait a minute, hold on, we might be raising the resources, we might be raising the loot to B tier. How do you see me? I'm invisible. Stop. Anyways, maybe we're gonna give resources a B tier. I actually like this. I think that's kind of cool. Never mind. Loot a B tier. Sorry, loot a B tier. There's a crate up here. I'm willing to raise it. Don't care. Didn't ask. Don't care. Don't care. I think it's cool. B tier. Never mind. So resources C tier. Loot B tier. Creativity A tier. Horde base potential. That is where we get kind of interesting. I think you could do a pretty cool horde base with this. However, you would have to remake the staircase. That is probably the one big challenge for a horde base here. But besides that, this would actually probably be, in my opinion, one of the coolest horde bases that you could do with friends, because you have multiple rooms that you could like just break apart, and you know, each person can have their own room. And then right here, you just have to break this wall. And hell, you could like break this wall and break this wall. Maybe not this wall because it's bricks. But barring that, like you could literally have a fighting position right here. And just fix this staircase so it's all straight. And you could have a fighting position where everyone just floods up to the top right here and tries to kill you. So I think it's pretty cool. Now, it does require some reinforcement, so it's not like an S tier. But I definitely would give it like A tier for horde base. You can have a place where you can set up right there, where like they can just run up and fight you. Or you can destroy that and add multiple ways. And then like you and your friends can all have a fighting position where they all try to come at you. You could also break this down, make it straight so they all run up that way. And then let's say they're about to break that door or window. You could like close this fighting position off run over to here and have a second fighting position connected to this. I know that's a lot of thinking and like very intricate, but I can see a few ways you can actually turn this into a pretty cool horde base. I think it'd be fun. I think this would be like an interesting place to set up a base. The only downside is tier 3, so you don't get as good of loot from the loot bags if you do kill zombies here, but I mean, I think it'd be worth to try it. If I see this in my next playthrough, I might make it POI, or I might make it a horde base. And I mean, you have a parking garage all back here. You know, that's kind of sick as well. So we'll think about it. Definitely like a solid like B tier though, or A tier for horde base. I mean, screw it. The Ben's apartment is A tier. I never thought I'd actually give like a tier 3 apartment complex an A tier, but I guess that's tier 4. But it's a pretty cool one. I like it a lot. I think it's fun. I think it's unique. I think it has really good horde base potential. But yeah, the Ben's apartments is A tier. All right, one more. We got one more. We have Fort Quonset, another military base. I thought I did like a million military bases, by the way. I guess I've only done a few of the like military bases. Holy shit, that looks beautiful. Okay, normally I don't like military bases. This is like the perfect spot for like a base, just because there's a city there and a city there. I'm just saying, I wouldn't set up here because this like building is probably gonna be a shit horde base, but like that's pretty nice. But yeah, okay, let's see. I think we can start on either side. I don't think it makes much of a difference, does it? It shouldn't. I guess we'll find out. Oh, let me actually refill my ammo. I don't want to run out of ammo when I fight this. And then shotgun, drop that. Repair. Drink. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Let me make sure I am out of this. Let me make sure I reload all my weapons. And for the next POI on our POI tier list, and the last one for today at least, is Fort Quonset, tier 4 POI. It's very similar to a lot of the other forts that like don't have walls, or like a lot of walls. They have like a trench here. Anytime you see these trenches, there will be zombies in them. So if you're doing this for a quest, always run around the trench to try and find all the zombies, because there will be zombies in them. So keep that in mind. But if you have a suppressed weapon, you could also just stealth it. I'm not going to do it for the whole thing, but especially for like a couple of them, I don't see a reason why not. But yeah, it is a tier 4 POI. We got a few places that can have a lot of zombies in them. There's one. Also, the one thing that's a little annoying is the fact that you can literally just rip open half of the building. So be careful if you use specific weapons like shotguns. You can actually like destroy part of it. And if you care about that, be careful. Button here opens the door off rip, which I think is kind of weird. That is where all the zombies are. Well, maybe all isn't the operative word. That's where several of the zombies are. So be careful. Die, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies down here. Sometimes their AI gets all fucky. That's how that works. Before we continue though, let me go clear out the other buildings, 'cause I think there's a button that actually opens the door. But yeah, this is like the barracks section of the fort, so be careful. There will be several. That took way too many bullets. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies in here usually. But hey, with the new update where you can shoot through doors, kind of not new update, it's almost a year old, but with the in 1.0, you can now shoot through doors. It's a lovely thing. We all love it. I love it, you love it. Gotta have it. Okay. All the zombies in here are dead now. Got a couple loot drops. Got some lockers that can give you armor and protection, which is nice. Don't do that. And then there's a couple trucks. Or there's one truck. Yeah, there's only one truck. Damn, that sucks. There's one truck. course, remember, anytime you do a military base with these little, like, spires, there will be zombies up there as well. So if you're trying to find that last zombie and don't know where they are.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Again, you're people in the trenches. There's also a cougar in this case. Oh, what the fuck? Asshole! I'm trying to save your life and you do that? Anyways. Yeah, just make sure you check out the perimeter. There will be zombies. Make a quick run around, you should be good. I think there's probably a couple over here that I haven't seen yet. Yeah, see? Told you. There will always be a couple over here, that's how it is. So keep that in mind. Last building is right here. Of course, there'll be some zombies in here as well. Can you stop? Also, there's a med box right here, so again, a little bit extra loot. Nothing too crazy though, sadly. Okay. Okay. Now you've got the last group of zombies down here. It's essentially behind here. I think this is a little odd. Normally they don't have zombies and like where you need to go behind a bunch of stuff that you need to break. Normally they don't do that. Usually that's not a thing. Usually you have access to where you need to go just by like opening doors and stuff. Yeah, not in this case. You actually do have to break that to get in, or just let the zombies break it. Up to you. Hopefully you're not at, oh, okay, didn't mean to blow that up. Hopefully you're not at the point of the game, like I am, where everything's irradiated. Otherwise, this does become a pain in the ass. But, yeah. Otherwise, it should be a pretty easy walk in the park. Can you fucking stop? Holy shit. These guys are so annoying. What's even worse is I can't even fucking focus one because they keep all coming at me at the same time. So I try to focus one, and then the other one gets back up, and then the other one gets back up, and they keep healing, and I don't think I have rad removers on these because I'm an idiot. Anyways, they're all dead now. Come into here, crouch into here, and you're good. Little pathway that walks you into the room. Just break with the pickaxe. It's a lot easier. There's zombies in here still. Did I kill them all? Okay, I think all the zombies are triggered. Good. So that's the end of that. To open this door, key rack, what a shocker. Which is a little annoying. I'm not a huge fan of that. I kind of wish that there was a way to open this door, like, from a different building or, like, right here. Because I don't like how you have to break that. I'm fine if there's another way in. So maybe, like, if you don't want to trigger that and you want to stealth it, you break it. But I don't like when that's your only option. Regardless. Got your bathroom, med cabinet, all your boxes, all your ammo piles. All that fun jazz. You know the drill. You know the drill for tier 4s. There's always drill for it. There are tier 4s with that. That's the same loot as always. Anyways, what would I rate Fort Quonset? Well, I'll tell you. When it comes to like creativity, it's gonna probably just be a D tier. Okay, it's every other base. It's every other fort. I'm pretty sure they use like the same exact like perimeter and they just change what's in the center every time. Which is fine. But it's definitely not fantastic. So definitely a D tier in creativity. When it comes to like loot, probably like a C tier. Has your end loot, has a couple extra things, some gas, some like med piles and med boxes, but nothing too crazy. It's probably C tier at best. Resources will probably be B tier. You know, got your car. Well, it's actually probably C tier because you have your car, and the only thing you really have outside of that for resources is all the piles, like all these like bags. So I mean, like I guess if you need like cement and stuff, it's actually not too bad, but barring that, there isn't a whole lot of resources outside of like these few bags and stuff. So I'll just probably give it C2 for resources as well. Horde base potential, it's F. So overall, Fort Quonset, probably going to be D tier. It's not very good, especially for a tier 4. Like the tier 3 forts, it's less zombies, but for pretty much the same amount of stuff as these tier 4s, barring the end loot. So it's like, is it really worth to ever hit the tier 4 ones? Not really, unless they had like a resource stash. I think what they need to do is they should have, like, each of these forts have, like, a specific resource and have a fuck ton of that specific resource. So, like, maybe vehicles or, like, a ton of cement, rock, and sand. You know, like, have a specific resource per place. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, why ever hit these? You know? What's the point? I don't see a benefit in ever hitting these. So I'm putting Fort Quonset in D tier. I'm not a huge fan of it. I definitely would avoid it at all costs. 'Cause it's also a wasteland POI. Like, wasteland. Not wasteland. Wilderness. So you have to go out into the wild and, like, find it. It's not in cities. So it's like, you have to go into the wild to find it if you want to hit it. And it doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. So, I mean, unless you, like, really are short on, like, you know, XP or something and just want the XP, there's almost no reason to hit this POI. Or you just run in with your impact driver, break the car, and leave. That's what I would do. But yeah, that Fort Quonset is a D tier.